everyone, it's Catherine here. Thanks for joining me on my channel today. I'm going to be sharing with you this layout for Confessions of a Paper Addict, and I'm using one of the cut files. This is the Bushel of Apples cut file from the November 1st release, and I've gone ahead and backed it with a mix of papers from the Daydream collection by Cocoa Vanilla Studio, and I'm using these two papers as my background. This blue piece is called Up in the Clouds, and I have gutted it because on the other side it has these beautiful rainbows, which I'll probably go ahead and fussy cut. And I'm using some double-sided tape here to lay down so I can fit that other piece of paper on top. And this is the way I like to adhere my paper. That paper there is called Happy Place. And so I stick one side of this down and then go ahead and take off the other pieces of double-sided tape there to stick that down. So I've mounted that, and I'm going to pull out my sewing machine here and do some machine stitching around the edge. I quite often do this on my layouts. I really like the look, and I like the texture it gives. So yeah, like I said, I'm using this Bushel of Apples cut file, and I'll leave a link to that cut file down below. That's from the Etsy store for Confessions of a Paper Addict, so go and check out all the cut files there. There I think is about 600 cut files or so on the shop, so yeah, there's lots to choose from. But this release has been all about fall or autumn, depending on where you live. You know, we're in spring here at the moment in Melbourne, but you know, I've still got plenty of photos I can scrap that are fall related. And so I have picked out this one of my son just sitting in the park having fun. I think he was about 18 months old, so yeah, I wanted to get this picture scrapped and documented. I have gone ahead and pulled out a few items from the collection that I know I'm going to try and use. So I've sort of, you know, pulled out things that I think will work, and I might pull other things in later, but I wanted to kind of limit my selection to start with, just so I could, yeah, not be overwhelmed and not have too much to choose from. So I usually do rough up my edges a little bit more, and this time I didn't, and then I wish I had have, because then I made it really quite awkward roughing up the edges here with my scissors. And I don't make you watch all this because it was quite tedious and laborious, but I do just sort of yeah, rough up those edges a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and just mount my photo on a few of the different pattern papers from the 6x8 paper pack. And yeah, so I'm using this pink paper here, this peachy pink paper, and it is gorgeous. It's got these tiny little hearts, and I'm going to rough up my edges before I do anything else, and then I'm going to use this same paper in the 6x8 paper pack with these feathers, because I really like the pop of blue, and I felt like it would you know, stand off the background. So I'm just going to mount that, and I think I go ahead and rough up these edges as well. Oh no, I leave them plain. Okay, but yeah, I like how that photo's nestling in between those apples. And I have picked out this title, which is Apple of My Eye, and I'm just working out how to place it. So I do like that doily. It just brings another texture to the page. And I do fuss around with this title quite a lot, and I did have to cut out quite a bit from this process video because, yeah, when I was sticking everything down, it didn't quite work. But these florals I'm using now are from both the 6x8 and the 12x12 paper pack. I did fussy cut all of those sheets because I loved the florals, and I knew that there wouldn't be enough in the ephemera pack, so I cut out all of these florals. And I'm just going ahead and, you know, trying to create a couple of clusters here around the cut file and the photo, and to be able to work in with my title. So yeah, I'm just going to fuss around and work out what, you know, shop the ephemera a little bit and work out what I can make work. I really like that floral up above the title. I wanted to kind of create at least 3 clusters, although I do end up creating more, I think, but just to kind of draw your eye around the page and focus on the photo there. And I did pull in some different pieces here. So I've got a couple of the puffy hearts, which I really love, and that flare badge there. I'm just trying to work out what else is going to work. I had cut out that sweet banner from the 12 by 12 paper pack, and I really liked it, but I felt like it was just a little bit too big there on the page. So I was trying to find a smaller one, but it didn't come in the 6 by 8 paper pack. So I do end up changing that out for something else. But I did find on the sticker sheet, there was the words, the individual words, you are the, and so I really liked the fact that I could have the small title, you are the apple of my eye, and I thought that yeah, that just really worked for the layout. So I'm going ahead and I'm pulling out a few more pieces of ephemera to see what I can make work on the page. There's so much gorgeousness in this collection. It was hard to hard to limit it, but I knew I wanted to use some of these puffy hearts because they were just yeah, they're just gorgeous. And I'm moving the title around here, just trying to see, you know, how I can lay it out. And while I'm doing that, I just thought I'd mention the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group is just a great place to get inspiration, share your layouts. We love seeing, you know, the community's layouts being shared there. It's a really great place, really fun environment. So if you haven't, go and check out the Facebook group for Confessions of a Paper Addict. I'll leave the link below. And I'm starting to be happy with the way I'm laying out this this layout. However, when I went and stuck down the cut file, I did that off camera because it took me too long. I didn't want to have you sit through that. When I stuck it down, I actually had to move the title around a bit because it just wasn't working for me. So I have kind of stacked this title now, Apple of My Eye. And these are foil chipboard letter stickers from American Crafts. And now I'm placing a third puffy heart here because I really thought that you know, the layout needed sort of those three main points of interest. And so I've stuck down most of these things, but I am, you know, I've stuck some things flat, I've bumped some things up on foam to give it dimension. I am just putting this this die cut up on foam just to make it stand out from that background a little bit more. And I am almost finished this layout. I'm just going to go ahead and add some butterflies because, you know, why not? Again, I fussy cut a whole pack of butterflies or moths from the paper, and, you know, I just need to use them. The flowers and the moths just make sense. And I have just gone through the ephemera again, and I've pulled out this sticker and it says sweet, and I thought that looked good on the puffy sticker there. And I'm just trying to get the color combination of these different clusters working for me, and I thought that blue at the bottom there looked good. And so I did go ahead and stick all of those down, but I've just put a little bit of glue, you know, kind of on the, I've folded them up and just put a little bit of glue on the centerpiece so that the wings kind of sit up. And I'm just going to finish off here with some gold Heidi shine, Heidi Swapp color shine, and do some sprinkles around the edge. I will leave you with some close-ups of this layout, but like I said, go ahead and check out the Confessions of a Paper Addict Facebook group for lots of fun and inspiration, and I'll leave a link below to this cut file. And I hope you've enjoyed this process today, and I hope that it inspires you to start creating. So thank you for joining me. I'll give you a bit of a close-up here. All right. Bye.